You are now listening to Serious Minds RNTV with your host, Professor Griff. The call-in number is 516-654-7688. That's 516-654-7688. This is Professor Griff, and this is Serious Minds RNTV. Serious Minds for Serious Minds. Seriously. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, so we can notify you when the next time we vibe on Serious Minds. Serious Minds for Serious Minds. Seriously.
Do your children love learning? At the Institute for Self-Mastery, we've been homeschooling for 10 years. We didn't just hop on this because of what's going on now. Check us out, the Institute for Self-Mastery, ismhomeschool.org. Peace.
Greetings, family. Greetings. Divine name of spring being, I want to greet everyone with civilized greeting in a very uncivilized time. Time in which not only the scriptures, not only the prophets, but the messengers, those ancestors and elders have often said to us, this is a time is a blessing and a curse. We have the best of the best and the worst of the worst. All right, but we give thanks that we are alive, and most of us are alive and well. When I say well, not physically well, mentally, spiritually, and on a psychic level well. Thank you very much for tuning in. I do not take it for granted that people take their time out every evening to tune in. I appreciate that. All right. Thanks to the 100 people that have already went to www.professorgriff.me and joined. All right. So they can get on the mailing list so I can send out necessary information, whether it's a PDF, whether it's a link to where we're going to be broadcasting the deeper information that we need to discuss. All right. All right. So that's www.professorgriff.me. One more time. www.professorgriff.me. Please go over there and join now. All right. So I want to thank everyone right here on youtube.com/the letter C/Serious Minds RNTV. Tonight we're going to be talking about Tamika Mallory's quote and her statement in reference to sexism, racism, and we're going to be talking about NFAC's Grandmaster J being arrested. All right. So what I'm going to need everyone to do right now is just kind of have a seat for a second. Don't start typing anything. Take a deep breath, get some water or whatever. Quan, do me a favor. If anyone say anything crazy to the left, just do me a favor and just block them. All right. Now is not the time. Definitely not in the mood for the madness. All right. For the trolls, for the sick individuals that want to they get joy out of seeing those of us that make an attempt to bring our people together, to educate our people to some degree. Yeah, so no, not tonight. All right. Okay. All right. So in the meantime, between time, please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and share, family, right on here on YouTube. All right. And we're broadcasting on Periscope, Facebook, YouTube, and we over here on IG, on Instagram. All right. So peace to everyone, the Serious Minds family. If you have not joined, go over to professorgriff.me and please hit the join button. It's imperative that you do that because as we speak right now, we are finding different ways to broadcast. All right. Didn't I ask everyone to just chill with the typing right now? Can y'all chill? You already got your crayons and placard out talking about free Grandmaster J. Chill. Now is not the time to be all emotional and wrapped up into your conspiracy theory and throwing stuff out there and confusing the people. Leave that up to the trolls and the alphabet boys. All right. What you need to do right now is just calm down, press the pause button, and think for a minute and think through the situation. All right. I need everyone to just stop typing for a second. Seriously. So peace to the gods and goddesses, peace to the kings and queens, prince and princesses. All right. If you would like to advertise your event right here on Serious Minds RNTV, please hit me up, 678-557-2919. If you would like to participate in the Alternative Black Studies course, you can do so
All right, by hitting me up, just go on Serious Minds Institute, seriousmindsinstitute.com. See what it's about, then hit me up. You can go to the website, professorgriff.me, or you could just go to seriousmindsinfo.com and hit me up. Just send me an email. Yeah. So the information that has been given to me, of course, you never kind of, you don't take anything on face value, but definitely have to look into it. All right, so we're going to talk about racism, of course. We're going to talk about, statements that we make that we should be held accountable for. And what's the overall end game? What's the overall agenda? All right, if you would like to participate in the Survival Preparedness 3, all right, I'm going to give you information about that. It's coming up in what's today's day? Coming up in a week or so. But Serious Minds Institute presents Goddess, Gods, and Guns. We're going to be dealing with the STELP program, which is the STELP, Safety, Training, Education, and Legal Protection. Now that's going to be on December 20th. We're going to have a host of speakers coming on to speak, and that starts at 8, and it's a Zoom call only. So it's a Zoom conference meeting, pardon me. So just hit me up. So yeah, just hit me up, fam. Of course, you could get that on, you could pay for that to get into that conversation on Eventbrite. All right, but if you like to participate in the Survival Preparedness 3 class on December 10th at 7 o'clock, that's also a Zoom meeting. If the registration is already started, you can go to my website, professorgriff.me, and sign up, or you can go right to PayPal, www.paypal.me/ProfessorGriffCorp, or just hit the Cash App, $ Professor Griff, and send me an email and let me know what you're signing up for. All right. All right. Any of the merchandise or any of the things that you see on here, just go to my website, professorgriff.me, and you can purchase them there. I have some interesting things I'm going to put up for sale, and it's only limited quantity. I got about 20 of them left. I should give you a better example. Just right here. You see the diode on the back right there? ELF Buster, Ohm. All right, and these two here. This one, but I have these for sale, and I'm put them up on the website. Go to www.professorgriff. They come in different kind of. This is the yin yang or yin yang. All right, if you can see, it's in silver here. All right, yeah. But anyway, we're gonna put that kind of stuff up on the site. All right, to make sure you can get it. All right, so greetings to everyone, and thanks to everyone for coming on. It's a very interesting conversation that we need to have. Do you have internship opportunities, or is that considered serious? Sniper Jones, you have to give me a call. 678-557-2919. Give me a call tomorrow sometime. I can answer that question. I don't want to answer that on here. Okay. All right. Can we talk about this situation with Tamika Mallory? First of all, did you hear the comment? Did you hear the comment in its proper context? Did you hear the comment or the quote in the proper context? Someone give it to me in the context that they heard it. Because let's lay some things out. If we are speaking about women's rights, if we're speaking about the rights of women holding position in office, women, that has been a very long, arduous task for a lot of women. White, black, Jew, Gentile, Christian, Muslim, whatever. Yeah. And I'm not afraid to say some lesbians, some gays, some whatever, have been fighting for this for a minute. Some people for their own individual personal reasons and gain, and some people speak for just women in general. We don't want to come on in, but because Tamika Mallory gives us something from her perspective through her lens, all right, take it and act as though she doesn't have the intelligence enough or the wherewithal to see not only what she says through, but hopefully she can stand on her own ground, quote unquote, stand on her square and back it up. I think she does. All right. I've heard the sister speak before, and I was very impressed. Just the courage alone. Anyone that speaks up and speaks out, are they going to say some things that's going to ruffle some feathers and kind of touch people the wrong way? Yeah, hell yeah. I spoke up and spoke out in the 80s, 90s, and now in the 2000s. What I say, did it rub some people the wrong way to the point where it may cost me a little bit of money there, or a position there, or people not liking me, or in the end, it may even end up costing me my life? But my thing is, I have to tell it. Plain and simple. So this is not a question of, did she say something wrong? This is not a question of the timing in which she said what she said. This is not, we can ask all of those questions, but we act as though she don't have the right and the wherewithal and the intelligence to say it. And I know she does. Don't know her personally, but from what I'm seeing, yeah. And should she say what she's saying? Say what you need to say. The sad part about this particular thing is she's saying it while most of y'all are just thinking it and whispering it to your friends at work or texting one another, talking about what somebody else said. Right? So when are you going to say what you need to say or what needs to be said? So if Tamika Mallory said something that was not so cool as far as you're concerned, then why don't you speak up and speak out and say it? There's nothing wrong with that. There's always room for someone to come speak. All right? So give me the quote in context. All right? And yeah, Jay, Bryson, I feel like you feel. I believe that's why I laid the groundwork just now, saying and letting y'all guys know that I don't know her personally, but I know she's intelligent enough to back up what she says. With that said, is Tamika Mallory intelligent enough to know that racism will always trump sexism? That is common knowledge. You cannot even have sexism without an aspect or degree of racism. You say, well, why do you say that, Professor Griff? Can somebody pull up the Dr. Francis Cress Welsing's definition of racism, white supremacy? Can we do that? Because if we're going to do that, we have to have some kind of framework, right, on how that works. What is the definition of what we're dealing with? All right. Hold on. All right. All right. So I'm saying to everyone, yes, we can toss stuff around. We can kind of act like it should mean this in 2020, going into 2021, but nah. So let's just hear it from Dr. Frances Cress Welsing herself. Not necessarily here, but let's read it. All right, we're gonna get to the Grandmaster J in a minute. In her book, The ISIS Papers, it reads the functional definition, functional being a key word, definition of racism, and racism equals white supremacy. As a Black behavioral scientist and practicing psychiatrist, Dr. Frances Cress Welsing speaking, my own functional definition of racism, white supremacy is as follows. Racism, white supremacy is the local and global power system and dynamic, structured and maintained by persons who classify themselves as white, whether consciously or subconsciously determined, which consists of patterns of perception. All right. So let's understand that. So this idea of racism, white supremacy is a local and global power system and dynamic structured and maintained by persons who classify themselves as white, whether consciously or subconsciously determined, which consists of patterns of perception, logic, symbol formation, thought, speech, action, and emotional response as conducted simultaneously in all areas of people activity. Operating simultaneously in all areas of people activity. One of the areas of the people activity that Dr. Frances Cress Welsing lays out in her book, The ISIS Papers, and stood on it for 40 some odd years, is the idea and the question of sex. Now, not tonight, but the individuals that have joined and have a membership through my website, ProfessorGriff.me, we're going to tackle this, and this is the first subject that we're going to tackle. We're going to talk about the symbology of sex and how it plays out in racism and racism, white supremacy. All right. And we're going to talk about the war of the balls. We're going to talk about the ball games. All right. That is the first subject we're going to deal with. So what I'm going to need everyone to do right now is go over to ProfessorGriff.me and sign up. Wanda Jean 70, what's good with you, sis? All right. We're going to talk about the war of the balls, penis envy. All right. We're going to talk about the symbology dealing with racism, white supremacy when it comes to sex. All right. I think that's something we can tackle and kind of piece apart for about 90 minutes or so people can get a deeper understanding of what that really means. Is that cool with everyone? So when Tamika Mallory lays it out in reference to the idea of sexism trumping racism, no, I think that's kind of backwards. Now, we don't know the agenda behind that, because I am sure Tamika Mallory is intelligent enough, smart enough, brave enough, and tall enough. No, I'm only playing, sis. I know you about my height. But she knows. I don't want to say she knows better. I don't want to sound like her dad or her big brother. She knows. Are you a real professor? Damn right, I'm a real professor. I don't need white folks to sign anything for me to be a professor. What do you mean a real professor? Some people are clowns. A real professor. What wouldn't make me a real professor? You see, when white people say that, they want to know if you went through their schools of brainwashing. So much so that they have something on you so they can stake claim to you. They say, yeah, he graduated from so-and-so university. No, keep yours. Yeah. I graduated from the school of Dr. John Henry Clark. I graduated from the school of Dr. Yusuf bin Yakinen. I graduated from the school of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. I graduated from the school of Noble Drew Ali. I graduated from the school of Cheikh Dia. I could go on. You need me to go on? I can show and prove any day of the week, any time of the day, any month that I'm indeed Professor Griff. As a matter of fact, on that point, since you asked, why don't you go over to the entire alternative Black studies course curriculum that I created? And come on, take the course. It's only $266. You got it. I know you got it. But I look at your picture on it. I know you got it. And we'll see how much a professor I am. Listen, this whole idea of professor, not, wait, there was a producer and an MC named the Large Professor. Well, who else, Professor? We got, wait, hold on. Professor X. Yeah. We got a Dr. Dre. We got a Fresh Prince. We got a Queen Latifah. We got Kings of Pressure. We got, man, we got a whole bunch of kings and queens and princesses. We got gods and goddesses. That professor thing is a Johnny-come-lately term. Matter of fact, you can have that. I'm God having a human experience called Griff. We are all gods, children of the Most High God. If you want to get technical about it. Anyway, back to the point. Dr. Francis Cress Wilson's work. We need to take the book off the shelf and make it applicable to our lives. King T, thank you. That's right. Don't let me forget. Y'all can remind me. I don't mind. We got kings and queens and gods and goddesses among us. All right. It's just that when they take your thousands of dollars and enroll you into their universities and give you a peep into the knowledge that they stole from our elders and our ancestors and our ancestors' ancestors, which we only gave them one, maybe two books from a warehouse full of knowledge. And then they stick their chest out with their rolled up piece of paper, calling themselves an expert or a professional or whatever. Stop that. If that was the case, get this thing that you call democracy right. We'll talk about that in a second. Now, back to what I was saying. So I think that's the first thing we need to get out of the way. This whole idea of decoding sex and sexism and the symbology of it all, dealing with racism, white supremacy, and we need to talk about penis envy. I invite you to Oxford. I invite you to the hood. Come on. My number 678-557-2919. I invite you to the hood. I'll come to Oxford, and then you come to the hood. And I'm going to let you see some of the gods and goddesses that I roll with and see how you fare. You couldn't even deal with Malcolm. I know you couldn't deal with the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. You couldn't deal with Muhammad Ali. Elijah Muhammad had a 3rd, 4th grade education. Malcolm had an 8th grade education. You couldn't deal with Malcolm. So stop. Coming to Oxford is not something that, I'm happy to do or would jump on a plane and be happy to come to Oxford. Oxford ain't got shit for me. I got something to teach Oxford. And I'm not bragging. And I'm not sticking my chest out. I can decode the damn hoodie that I'm wearing, and Oxford can't handle this. So stop that, man, before your ass get blocked. Anyway, so we have to be able to keep the information our ancestors gave us alive and well. Not outside of the human being, not outside the self, because we have to be able to be the very embodiment of what they taught. All right? Anyway, now, so Tamika Mallory, continue doing the work that you're doing, but come on, sis. I can send you the book if you need me to send it to you. Dr. Francis Cress Wilson talked about racism, white supremacy for 40 some odd years, and she only talked about one subject. We need to send Tamika Mallory the book, the ISIS papers, and then we need to have that discussion. Tamika, I'm not coming down on you. I'm just throwing that out there, sis. My phone number is 678-557-2919. Now, my brother, Grandmaster J, of the NFAC. All right. I've gotten several text messages, an email or two, and rather than responding, I only responded after I confirmed it. All right. So I'm not going to lay out some of the phone calls I had or some of the people that I talked to. We're just going to say, all right, yes, the brother did get arrested. All right. So I'm going to need everyone. I don't want to sound like anyone's general or commander or whatever, but can we just stand down for a minute and just press the pause button, family? All right. Because Tamika is a feminist. That's the only thing that she cares about. Well, I'll look into that. Okay. Like I said, I don't know her personally. So yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. All right. So Grandmaster J. Why does I keep saying Grandmaster J? Grandmaster J is on my mind. One DMC was because of the conversation we had last night, but Grandmaster J from the NFAC, yeah. By all accounts, the brother was leading the charge. And he actually gave a lot of us the strength to form organizations, gun clubs, this kind of thing. So the brother's work will forever be upheld, all right, in a good light. The other things about his personal, I don't know, because I never got a chance to have my personal private meeting that I informed you guys that I was supposed to have with him. And I'm not saying it was his fault, my fault, but life got in the way. All right, and that happens. All right. Okay. Now, the question now is, until we get more information, I think we should just press the pause button. But then we need to start thinking, what is it that we do in reference to filling an active void that he left? Not to say that he cannot continue the work that he started through his commanding officers. All right. I think it needs just me. As a matter of fact, let me not put that out there. It was about to leave my mouth, and I said to myself, you know something? Them other people are on here listening and watching also. So let me not do that. I'm going to have a personal conversation with some of the brothers I know and put out there what I think some of the things that we could do while the brother is on lockdown for right now. But we have to understand something. And please hear what I'm about to say. Grandmaster J was not the first one arrested in these kind of situations. And guess what, family? He ain't going to be the last. If you've ever been to a Professor Griff lecture, you heard me say, once they come get me tonight, guess who they coming for in the morning? You. And we know that, plain and simple. So the concern I'm hearing from people, the fear that I'm hearing, from the time that someone hit me up, I already started hearing conspiracy theory. Yo, you know the inauguration's coming. They're not sure who the president gonna be. They don't know if it's gonna be, riots in the streets, so they gotta lock down the general. Be quiet, man. What is wrong with you being quiet for a minute? So you can at least hear your own thoughts so you can figure out what to do. Right now, why can't we do something like pray for the brother's health and safety? Because COVID we still in the midst of a pandemic, You don't know what's going on in them jails and them prisons and whatever. So what's wrong with just being quiet for a minute? You love to hear yourself talk about nothing. Why can't you just sit, light a damn incense? What's the incense that I lit, man? Hold on. No, I'm dead serious, man. What does that say?
Clean house.
Clean house. Clean house, man. You clear the energy in this space, your sacred space.
I never seen him like that before.
You understand what I'm saying? This is what we lit tonight. Everyone need to go to their altar and sit down and get instruction. All right? Let the ancestors, let the creator, you call them God or call her God or whatever, speak through the ancestors. Let the ancestors speak to your soul. And that's where you take your instructions. Because if he could never give us another set of instructions, all right, we need to listen to the commander general from within. Who's commanding and giving you the orders from within? Unless you smoking so much and drinking so much and partying so much, you can't even hear the voice that's speaking to you from within. I hear the ancestors every single day speaking to me. Kimberly Richardson, you're absolutely correct. Be quiet for a moment, man. No, I'm not giving you no opinion. I don't do opinion. And we ain't talking about prophets right now. We talk about Grandmaster J. Why I keep saying Grandmaster J? Grandmaster J. Yet again, like Tamika Mallory, who spoke up and out, Grandmaster J stood up and set something in motion that most of us were scared to do. So miss me, like Michi X said, miss me with the BS, man. For real, miss me with that. Nah, because guess what? If Professor Griff gets arrested, right? What y'all gonna say about me on YouTube? What y'all gonna say? I could be somewhere handcuffed, sitting in a dark cell some damn way, and y'all gonna be on it. Man, I knew that brother was short. See, you understand what I'm saying? He was only 5'6". Come on, y'all. All right, seriously. Seriously. I know sometimes there's a comedic kind of, way I kind of present some things just to lighten the conversation. All right. But to the individual that keeps sending me these a dude, to the dude that keeps sending me these old nasty ass swank messages, chill with that, man. Yeah, I don't even do that like that. Chill. Somebody said, how you know it's a dude? I know it's a dude. All right. So I don't play with that. Chill with that. Talking about swank sealed with a nasty kiss. Man, dude, I am not that dude. Anyway, like I was saying before we got rudely interrupted. Listen, family. Stop typing for a second. Listen to me. These people, that's not beyond them to send a man to another man to take you off your mark, just to see what you made of, to test you, like they would send a woman. No, I'm dead serious, Aisha Ra. Nothing's beyond this devil, man. Didn't the most honorable Elijah Muhammad tell you who these people are? See, but y'all got to be made believers. But that's cool. That's cool. You're gonna see though. It's sad that it has to happen this way, but you have to see it for yourself, man. Most of us who've been standing on this truth as long as I have are sick and tired of the madness. And you know something, it's almost like, let me step back so y'all can see it for yourselves, man. These people are not playing, man. So yes, we're going to send out some prayers for the brother, but we're going to turn inwardly. And whether you light sage, whether you smudge your sacred space, whether you sit quietly, take off the jewelry, don't sit in a room with electronics, you sit quietly and you think and you pull from within, all right? And speak to the Creator through meditation and prayer. Listen, why we always got this veneration and we always taking the ancestors and their body of work and putting it on a pedestal and praising it, but we don't go to it in time of need. It's only when you want to sound intelligent you go to it. What about the spiritual aspects that the Mao used to defeat the enemy? All right. What about Bookman? What about Toussaint? What about Harriet Tubman? All the ancestors that went inwardly to dive into the sacred sciences that our ancestors gave us to fight this beast on a psychic level or spiritual level. You don't turn to that in this time of need? I feel like y'all feel. I don't want to see the brother locked down. I don't want to see nobody locked down. But only when you on Instagram and you want to smudge and you want to light incense and you want to act like you pray 9 times a day and you want to dress up in the holy garb and all this other stuff and doing rakas and chants and lighting couscous and shit and I say this and stop that, man. What's wrong with pulling it out now and doing it? I see somebody speaking in tongues, man, and I'm like, okay. I see somebody speaking using the Medunetza, fine. All of that's good. You can go back 10, 20, 30,000 years ago, do what you need to. What's wrong with pulling up the voodoo now that we need it? What's wrong with the witchcraft that we need right now? What's wrong with the sacred sciences that we need right now? No, yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Some of y'all need some goddamn holy water sprayed on y'all. So, but I'm not talking about that right now. I'm just saying, why not use that stuff now? And let's see if it'll really work. Let me tell y'all something. I've said this and I'm going to say it again. And I'm going to be very clear when I say this. It's not a question but when they come. It's not a question of if. It's when they come in. John Trey. It's when they come in. Quan. It's when they coming. Melanin DNA, Aisha Ra, it's when they coming. Exotic Moroccan Queen, it's when they coming. Not a question of if. You know they coming. I've been telling you they coming. Come on, man. I heard someone say about Professor Grip just the other day. They were talking about the Nick Cannon thing. They says, oh, here you go, rearing his ugly head again, coming out of the darkness into the light. And then after the Nick Cannon thing happened, I fade back into the darkness. They talking about me. As though I asked to be on Nick Cannon chart. Aisha Ra, if you can get some more people to the class. There's another class this Sunday at 4 o'clock, same location. If you're in the Atlanta area, Sunday at 4 o'clock, if you'd like to take a firearms class, hit Professor Griff up. I'll save a slot for you. Sunday at 4 o'clock in the ATL. Family, If you start to see some of the people that you listen to on YouTube suddenly disappear and they don't have a channel no more, know that the alphabet boys are hard at work. They're not going to usher in a new administration, all right, without neutralizing their enemy. And guess who their enemy is? That's right. It's called the art of war. So until we find out all of the charges and the degree, because he has to go back to court, go before a judge, I believe. And even when you read what he was actually charged with, you still got to dive into that and say, okay. Now, notice they dug up a photo because they're always watching. They dug up a photo to give you the image and the visual. And I was like, wow. Or you want to come Sunday? Just hit me, just text me, 678-557-2919. Dawn Woods, right? 678-557-2919. Just text me. All right? Family, listen. And we're almost out of time. You have to draw the line in the sand. You got to determine whose side you're going to be on. Right, Aisha Rob. Thanks for putting the number out there. Yes, I love y'all too, but come on. It's going to take a little bit more than the truth to set us free. We got to tell the truth, and then we got to stand on the truth, regardless of what it costs us. And a lot of us don't want to deal with that. Don't want to deal with that, man. Let me tell you something. Some of us are made and educated to do this, but some of us are born to do this. Family. The children are watching. That's right, John Trey. We got to stand on it or die on it, man. If you like me, you already know. I'm not attached to the physical things of this world. I don't have a love for these things like that. I can have them or not have them. I don't. You understand what I'm saying? It's fine for you to invest in the property, land, Bitcoin, underwear. You can stock food. You can have a sneaker collection, hats, and whatever it is that you do. Books, library, whatever. You need to start taking that energy, that time, and those resources and invest back into the self. Sandra Yancey Smith. Peace, Queen. What's good? So we're going to send the information out, the energy out, and the spirit that our brother is well coming through that situation. So we heard on the news that he could be facing 20 years if convicted. Let me ask a question before I get off of here. If you claim you have the truth, if you claim that you have a personal relationship with your Lord and Savior, if you claim to be Muslim, claim to be RBG, claim to be Hebrew, claim to be Moor, claim to be God, claim to be all these other, claim to be Queen this and this one that, claim to be all of these things, I'm going to ask a simple question. Let's see it. Let's see the manifestation of it. Let's see it. Let's see us take the information that our ancestors gave us to equip ourselves with for this particular time that we living in right now. Listen, my heart goes out to the brother like y'all's do. I don't want to see nobody fall like that, especially a soldier. No. Don't get me wrong. We can be a soldier without taking up physical firearms. You can still be a soldier. You understand what I'm saying? Dr. Martin Luther King took the Bible, which was his weapon. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan holds up the Holy Quran and the Bible and put the word out there. That's his sword. That's his sword. If you in the 5% nation of gods and earths, have you not learned that your word is bond regardless to whom or what? And what's the answer? Come on, talk to me, Muslim. Have you not learned that your word shall be bond regardless to whom or what? Answer the question, God body. So as we close this out, to the brothers in the NFAC and to the black gun clubs and organizations, do not let this shake you. But I say to the rest of y'all, like I said a couple of weeks ago, don't straighten the brother's crown in public. Do not straighten the brother's crown in public. All right? You got to tell me I got boogers in my nose, pull me aside and say, yo, Griff, here's some tissue. You understand what I'm saying? If my zipper's open on my pants, just say, yo, Griff, yo, your zipper's open, man. Just, yeah, okay. Don't straighten my crown in public. Don't do that to me. And I'm saying that because right now I have the freedom of being on this platform talking to you. But the brother is on lockdown right now. So let's not do that. All right? This Cuban butterfly was good with you. Let's not do that, family. All right? Now the brother got hit in the ribs. All of a sudden now, everybody wants to see. Told you, until he shouldn't have did, and he shouldn't have. If you're going to say that, and you say that to your man, or you say that to your wife, or your husband, then you all keep that between y'all. You ain't got to put that on the internet. That divide and, thank you, Sadiq, that divide and conquer kind of spirit, man. All right, family? All right. I know my voice is raspy. I know it sounds like I'm yelling, but I love y'all, seriously, man. I don't want to see any brother or sister fall. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm not on here to say, you see, I told you, like some of y'all are saying right now, in your head and in your heart. You see, I told you. Some of y'all are saying, man, he knew the feds was gonna come. He knew the feds was watching him. He knew. Chill with all of that, man. Seriously. Why can't we collectively get together and send some prayerful energy out to the brother? Let's meditate. Let's go within. Let's call on the spirit of the ancestors and give thanks and praise to the Creator that we on this side of it. Those of us with some sense can come to the brother's aid. All right, it's Professor Griff for Serious Minds for Serious Minds. Seriously, I love y'all to life, man. I'm gonna speak with y'all, hopefully, inshallah, tomorrow. Hopefully, to everyone that ordered any products, Serious Minds Brain Tonic and Serious Minds, and the Resurrection Formula, it is shipping tomorrow. So stop threatening me. It is shipping tomorrow. All right. If you know somebody that ordered any of these products, tell them it's shipping tomorrow. Brother ordered last week. Told me, how do you give my product, man? Go to the website. It tells you that it's pouring on the 4th. What's today's date? The 3rd. It's pouring tomorrow, and it's shipping over the weekend. All right, I love you all to life, family. Thanks, seriously, for everyone that purchased these. In all seriousness, thank y'all very much. The Serious Minds Brain Tonic and the Resurrection Formula. All right, I really appreciate that. All right, y'all purchasing the merchandise and supporting the platform with your donations keeps it moving. Thank y'all very much. Really appreciate y'all. I love y'all to life, man. It's Professor Griff. I gotta go. Power to the people, man. Power to the people. All right, revolution is not an event, it's a process. This is Serious Minds. For serious minds, seriously. All right, peace.
Do your children love learning? At the Institute for Self-Mastery, we've been homeschooling for 10 years. We didn't just hop on this because of what's going on now. Check us out, the Institute for Self-Mastery, ismhomeschool.org. Peace.